Again to this channel. Thanks so much for clicking on this video. If you are new here, make sure you click on the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel for more tutorials. So in this video, we're going to create a YouTube banner that will look similarly to what we have on the screen right now. So let's get into the video. So the first thing that I will do is we will open a new project and we will set the width to 1920 and the height to 1080. You can leave your resolution in 300 and you click OK when you are done. Now let's go ahead and add a gradient to the work. So I'll select this particular gradient here. You can take the figures from this side. So I have the figures here, and then you can copy it out. So you click OK, and then we're going to make some adjustments here. We will change the style to radial, and then we're going to change the scale to 240. So we click OK when you are done. Now let's go ahead and add a picture to it. So I'll go to File and I'll go to Place. I'm going to select a picture that I downloaded from Google and I'll place it on top of this whole layer. So I'll click OK when I'm done, and then I can choose to right click and rasterize. Now let me set this to overlay, and then we're going to have something like this. The next step that we are going to do is we're going to add a rectangle to the whole of this thing. So you drag and you draw your rectangle like this. You can press Ctrl A and Command A if you are using a Mac, and then you set it to align horizontal and align vertical, so that you have the whole of this thing in the middle of the document. Now let me change this to a smart object, since I don't want anything that I will do on this rectangle to affect the rest of these things. So I'll go ahead and right click, select convert to smart objects, and then we have this thing here. So double click on this one and it will take you to a new page. Alright, so the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to add an overlay to this rectangle. So blending options, and then we set the overlay. Now let's go ahead and choose the overlay that we chose earlier. So we set the overlay and then we click OK. We are going to let the style remain linear, and we're going to change the angle to about 84%. Depending on how you want it, you might choose to use another option. So I'll change my scale to 148, and then I'm going ahead to click OK. Now let me insert this image again. So I'll go to File and I'll place the image again. I'll just click Place, and then I'll expand this to fill the whole of this document. I'll once again rasterize it and set it to overlay. Now this time around I want it to be a little bit deeper, so I'm going to make a copy of it and I'm using Ctrl J. Alright, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add some ellipse to my document over here. So I'll draw an ellipse like this, and then I'll change the opacity somewhere 70, 55, or any percentage that we want. So I'll place it around this side. I'll copy it using Ctrl J, and then I'll place another one over here. Let me copy it and then I'll place it here, and I'll copy another one and then I'll place it here. So I can select the whole of these things and I'll press Ctrl G to group it up. Alright, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add a channel name. So I'll select my text tool, start to type anything, change the color to white, and then I'll type channel name, since this is a tutorial. I'm using the font a vertical insert. Afterwards, press Ctrl T to resize your name, so something like this, and I'll press Ctrl A to align it in the center. You press Ctrl D to deselect this one. let's go ahead and add some blending options to this to make it look very nice. So right click and go to blending options. First of all, set the gradient overlay, and then we're going to maintain this thing, the default overlay. We're going to maintain that one. Click OK, and then change the opacity to about 40%. Now the next thing that we're going to do, leave everything as it is, and then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add a stroke to it. So the stroke, we're going to change the size to about 18, and then the color remains black and the position remains outside. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to change the outer globe, and then the color I'll maintain FFFB, and then I'll click OK. I'm going to change the spread to about 24 to 25, anyhow you want it, and then the size will be around 50 going, so it will give you some sort of outer glow over here. When you're done, just click OK, and then you are almost done with your work. Now let's change this thing over here, the name. We want to give it a new color, so we're going to select only the name and then change the color to a FB. Alright, so you click OK when you're done, and then we are almost through with this one. So you press Ctrl T, and then we'll resize it a little bit, and then we can position it on top like this. So as YouTubers, we always have to remind our subscribers to subscribe to our channel. So we're going to add a subscription notice once again. So we select the text, and then we write something. So subscribe for goodies. That is what I'm choosing to write. Most of the time the subscription button is in red, so we change it to red, and then we can transform it a little bit. Let me position it in the middle and then bring it down a little bit. So let's go ahead and add some blending options to it. So the first thing that I'm going to add is the outer glow. So I'll maintain the color over here, and then the spread will be around 16, and the size around 29, or yeah, 29, and then I think that one is okay. So I'll just click OK, and then I have this whole thing done. So this is how to create a very simple channel art for your YouTube. So when you are done with this whole thing, you just have to press Ctrl S, and it will save, and it will have to reflect on your other thing over here. So when you clear up this one, you should have something very nice like this over here. Now the final thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to select a rectangle from here, and I'll draw a small rectangle like this. So the color is already white, and then I'll press Ctrl J to make a copy, and I'll place it here. So that is how to create a very simple YouTube banner for yourself. I hope this was very easy and this was very detailed. For any questions and any suggestions, anything like that, leave it in the comment section and I'm going to answer it. After all these things, you can press Ctrl S, and then you can save it as JPEG on your desktop, and then you can give it a name, so YouTube banner, and then it is ready for you. So when I go on my desktop, I have my YouTube banner over here, and this is very nice. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment, and God bless you. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.